Talk about complaining. Hi guys, welcome to an episode of Spice and
I am Man, the spice.
who has lost her voice thanks to Maroon 5 yesterday. Not that we are blaming you. Hot guys! And I'm Denise, the nice. I didn't go for the concert. Was it yesterday?
Yes, it was yesterday.
I didn't go for the concert.
I feel
yesterday.
I feel extremely bad that I lost a voice before a live stream. But at the
But
same
it's
time,
worth
it's
it.
worth it.
Because it's for Maroon 5.
So yummy.
Today's recording will be all about how yummy Maroon 5 is. And the naughty things that she said in Vietnamese as she was shouting at Maroon 5 because she thought nobody could hear her. And it turns out that there were 3 people beside her that
were Vietnamese
and could hear all the naughty things that she was trying to shout.
But by the way, I say only 3 because only I hear they speak Vietnamese at the end of the show. Maybe around me more than that, and I've been shouting in Vietnamese so much.
I mean, of course, I'm not going to say what naughty things she said, but y'all know, and so y'all can be a guess about what kind of naughty things
she say, Okay, but like I think the best one is I make Vân laugh so much, laugh until she want to fall because I was just so
into it,
and I make joke was so funny. Like even I myself, when I hear it, it's so funny, I'm like.
Do you want to share a joke or two? Is it appropriate?
It's like yeah, but it's like when you were younger, right? You see all these old mature women joke about that, and you're like, "Ee."
Yeah, they so
you are like thirsty woman,
Ooh.
And when you come to that age, right, you do it, and you're like, actually, you do that not because you're thirsty. It's just fun. It just become you doesn't care anymore.
Yeah, I don't care so much about
it. Is like you doesn't care what people say anymore. You just say it out of the joke and the teasing.
But you want to make people laugh.
And you want to make people laugh, yes. And you're willing to tear yourself down to make people laugh. It's like you kind of, oh my god.
It's a test, right? To see how the other person will respond to you.
Yeah, because you willingly to show people like, oh, are you take off the shirt, take the top? How about the jean? Like, why do you still wear it? Like that's kind of joke.
Point?
Yeah, what's the point? Take it off. Singapore was so hot. Singapore was so hot.
They cannot make it hotter.
Exactly.
Because if they take off the jeans, the temperature will just go up, and it will be like the Sahara.
And they have one point that he pretend to wear the and he wear the shirt back, and everybody like no. And he pretending, by the way. It's a show, right? And then the end he's like, fuck it, what's the point? And then everybody will shout again, yay! It's like that's why I've lost my voice. So I blame Maroon 5.
That's a $10 fund. How much do you pay for a ticket?
$300.
Yeah, that's a few $100 a statement, not $2 statement anymore.
So yeah,
but it was worth it.
It is. It was fun, it's for a while. Singapore don't have a concert. I think for the next one you have so much concert.
Yeah, the one that
Blackpink is out. Like ticket.
Of course they are out. I don't expect anybody else to get it except for those who are like your hardcore fans, right?
Yeah. But
do you know they open for their fan clubs first?
Yeah, but that's why when people queue to buy, they cannot get ticket.
Yes, nobody can.
Oh my god.
But so that means if you have a lot of money, you can get some on the black market.
Make sure that we are on live, so bear with me for 2 seconds.
Okay.
I just want to make sure we are really live.
Are we live or are we not?
I think so.
I think we are.
Let me see. Yes, we are. Okay, got it. Let me book for myself a hat and a team.
Really? I should do that too.
Love you. Okay, because I just want to check that. It's okay. Let's get back to the topic of today. Okay, I think Denise already. Denise already. Before she entered the house, she already told me like today's topic is your network.
Your network. Okay, the reason why I brought this up today is an education for me. Okay, because people who know me will know I'm very friendly and I make friends easily. But how do you turn that into a networking thing? You get what I mean? Because networking I feel that it's a slightly different skill set from making friends. Because making friends, you're going in, you're just like, hey, what's up? Hey, bye bye.
Yeah.
But networking, you are going there not with I'm not saying with the objective, there's no objective, but just being open to the idea that this person may be helpful, or you also may be of value to the person in their businesses or as a partner and things like that. And it's really good. I feel. So first, do you want to tell us, because I hate networking. I really don't like small talk.
Me too. I hate to go to the big event that they call networking.
So how do you overcome it?
Okay, I will tell you one story first that
yes,
I have experienced one time in Singapore. I don't know, one lady, she like tried to connect me in another event, and she was like, oh, I have this in this day, this morning. And I hate people lie to me that way, you know. Like, you just tell me it's a networking event. No, she just say like, oh, you invite you to the this one, like go out with me, and she invited me to go for tea and breakfast, right? Which I really think that that's what she means.
Or just the two of you.
Yeah, but then I thought it's two of us. And then when I go there,
there's a
bunch of people, and then you have 2-3 seconds to stand up and say your name and what you're doing. And then that's how networking works. And I will hate that kind of event.
No, I'm sorry. Networking is so old school.
Exactly. But then I didn't know that everybody she bring in, I think she gets some referral $10 or something, right? Okay. Which is, for me, it's like cheapskate, man. Like, don't do that.
No,
stupid.
You lie.
Yeah, you're lying, because we will have a very good conversation in the other event, but then you don't lie to people. You just say it's a networking event. You don't say that you go out and see me for breakfast, but actually you bring me to another networking event so you can have a $10, I guess. Is that worth it? The answer is no. So first of all,
let me give you $10.
It's just a waste of my time. And I block her after, like, as the moment I enter the event, I was like, oh my god. I turned around and she's like, oh, you haven't had any food yet, where are you going? I block her phone number and I just walk away. I don't even say bye to her, by the way. So first of all, I never call that networking. Even now when people tell me that networking, I'm like, from young I do that very naturally. I think because first come from surviving instinct, right? When I was young, I don't have education, I'm curious. Everywhere I go, I will first make friends, like you say, and then over years I realize every day I go out, my target is I have to meet as many people as possible, listen their story as much as possible, and important, see what I can add value for them, like you say. So that's why you use the word networking. For me, I doesn't call it networking, because for me it's like I never treat them as the product or like perspective of like, oh, I will use you or we work together. You
don't go in with a motive.
No, I don't. Okay. So I don't go like, I'm very clear that I come with very chill, full and like playful myself. I think you've been with me before in the night, you know how my style talking. So first of all, I book everybody equally the same, because I'm the person that same, like sometimes you dress down, sometimes you down on earth, like sometimes you doesn't feel like you need to dress up certain place. And that's when I realize I just have to equally treat everyone nice and kind. It comes from my personal first. I really want to treat people kind. It's not like by force, right? It's like a lifestyle. You should be nice and kind with everybody. So on the journey of that, I'm indirectly meet a lot of, and also because the job that we've been doing sale, right, or consultant, you have a front line and you have an opportunity to meet a lot of people. And in that, of course, if you have a 10 client, maybe 9 is not interested, but one maybe have a very good vibe for you to beside your work, you talk about something else, right? And even I have some people that I meet to work, and after, hey, you are a very interesting person, let's hang out after work and let's get a drink, you know. And of course when drink, don't talk about work anymore, you know, talk about something else, what else they're interested, what their passion and so on. And if you really have a good vibe, you should be able to make friends and have connection and meet again the next time. And then if you really have something to do, work together, opportunity will come. Because even my business partner is also come from that, you know, like you have a few connection, a chit chat, talk, you meet in few event or you meet in few happen, but then keep the relationship is important, because most of people don't want to put effort on that, right? But for me, it's like, first, when I meet people, I will be very friendly and have a zone of build trust, but at the same time that I don't want people to feel like I'm using them, because I don't want to feel the same way. You know, like right now when I going out, I think you know what I mean. Like I go out and people sat near me and give me name card and give me phone number, and I'm shout in the face. I'm saying, I'm in duty right now. Get lost, man. Like it's really annoying because you can smell from far people use you or want your fame or want your famous or want your success. They not come with the intention that want to add value for the world. So high individual person, high value person also have a strong sense as much as at that, right? And I think that's what I love when I hang out and I meet people who are alike. The conversations start very smooth for me because the way I'm asking, for example, this is a few things the tip that I will share with you.
Take time.
How do you ask the right question to don't make people feel like you are actually networking with them like for your benefit, right? First of all, I will ask a question. For example, don't ask what job you're doing and how much you make money. I normally frame that in a way of what industry are you in, and that's it. You see, it's the same, similar, but it's slightly different though.
It's a conversation open.
Yeah, it's like, but then when you ask, oh, so what industry are you in? You make people feel like you don't pressure them to say so much detail. They can just say one sentence, oh, oil and gas.
So you leave it up to them to also gauge like how interested are they to talk about what they are doing.
Yes.
Like they talk a lot, they were like, they really like their job or they enjoy it.
Yes.
You just talk a bit, they're like, they don't really want to talk.
Yeah, then you stop there. Okay. You stop there and then now you ask other question about like and this is one of the things. It's all about detail and all this it take me years to educate myself. Like
shortcut. I'm learning shortcuts now.
Looking what thing they wearing as well. Like a different type. Some people is very professional wear, so they know they care about the image. Then you also have to look neat and clean. So that's why I have a rule of myself. You see, when every time I go out, I don't wear too much, also too little. I wear enough to know I can meet both line.
So like match the situation,
match the location, right? So this also girl or man, you guys, woman or man, you guys need to educate yourself to carry yourself based on what you wear. Because if you wear like too slushy or too cheap, people may turn off because and this is nothing personal, okay? The psychology is called they have a bad experience with someone who wear dress like you before. For example, for example red hair, and they were like
red lipstick.
Yes, so it's and I'm aware of that, right? I'm aware of that, and I still need to be stand out in the crowd, but at the same time, I cannot be too much in the crowd. I know it's very complicated. It takes years to master, though.
It's very complicated.
Yes, but you have to. It's like
true. It's like the we call in English call it nuances. That means the little details and things that makes. Even if you say the same sentence to somebody else, you may have a different meaning.
Yes.
The little way your voice goes. So she pays attention to details.
It is. It's very tough because. And this is the advice I will give if people like first time they hang out and want to talk to high individual person. Like, remember every time you go out, looking around to see how other lady carry themselves or other gentlemen carry themselves. Just take one and go home and apply and practice for the next event come out again, and you will see the difference. Like for me, it's like every detail and which part of you already master it, you can stop there. For example, like I have a lot of earring stuff, right? But I will always go with pearl when I go to certain conservative place because pearl is in the between both. You wear diamond, you too much.
Like too sparkly.
You too show off, okay? But then if you wear too cheap stuff, then people will say like, oh, so you don't have class. So it's like that's why I say try to be in the between.
How did you learn this thing?
Same, you have to.
Is it through experience or is it through like an etiquette class or something?
You have to learn from class, but first I learn from myself first. It's like observe. That's why I say I'm very observed. So if I go out and like I hang around with a lot of like classic women that you go, and most of them very mature. You see how they carry themselves with their husband. Okay, I can go with my friend as a business partner, but because like I say, I'm very different with people that go out. They just want to enjoy a night. But for me, everything is learning. I was like, why all of them wear similar earrings? Like why all of them wear similar quality dress? Why all of them wear the same level of heel platform? Like why they don't wear big platform? Why they wear small one? Why they wear different? why they cover the toes, why they book nail this color, why they book the nail short, why they don't book so long, why the hair in that length, why the like I will ask a lot of questions and then I will see the similarity inside them, and you need to see that people will feel familiar with you when you dress similar like them. Yes. The conversation even help you more smoother.
It's a psychology thing.
Exactly, because when you go to the crowd like that, right, you will see you the odd one compared with everybody because you just dress completely out of them. And they already straight away very harsh friendly with you. So that, like I say, you don't dress to impress other, but you dress to give you a ticket easier to start a conversation. And this also the thing that you need to start willing to, like I say, don't say compromise yourself to be completely.
Just learn and change.
Yeah, but then you also have to, but don't use the word like, oh, I'm well like that. If you cannot take it, then forget it. Yeah, you can well like that, but
there's always a consequence.
If we have something like what you liking in this area, but you have to willingly to try and take risk. Right, it's like a risk of. I told you many times I fail a lot of time. Even how you wear the underwear and can see the line in the dress. Oh, you also have to change that.
That's very ugly. Don't do that.
Yeah, but then you know when you're young, nobody told you that, right? It's like a lot of things have to learn. Yeah, it's like bra. Like how do you wear to don't see a nipple, and then the dress is sexy, and what type of bra? You have to figure out all that by yourself. And then the same like how do I even the bag, the handbag that you're going to carry with you, what type of handbag that you carry, like people still feel respect you, like you don't have a branded there, you know, it's just plain color. Yeah, it's just so basic that if you cannot afford, if you cannot afford expensive stuff,
I know what you mean.
So it's like a lot of things you have to
overuse. It's either the super branded and the very classy type, or if you don't have the money to go like all the LVD or whatever, then just get the basic black color, good material and that's it.
Yeah,
no need to try to pretend.
Yeah, you don't have to do that. And also sometimes you have to realize like you need to buy something, and this is the thing of Taurus that I love, that we are buy something we think like we'll use for so long. So
correct.
So that's why when we buy something, we will go with very basic and boring. But that's why it lasts, right? So have a two set of, and this is I'm talking about the fashionista type, okay? Get the two set of wardrobe. One is like the cheap one that you buy, you know. But trust me, after for a while, when you wear this style, you doesn't want to go there anymore. Have nothing to do with the product. It's just you just realize when you wear in this era, people treat you differently. People talk to you differently, and you feel easier to access a lot of place, and it's not complicated because it's so simple. Do more with less. We talk about that. This size slowly will be disappear. You know, I don't remember when the last time I buy trashy stuff anymore because it's unnecessary for me. I want something that where to go very fast and it still carry my.
Usually it's just one piece dress and then you go.
Yeah, you know me, right? I ask like all my friends, oh my god, you dress so fast to go out. Yes, because all of my things.
She has only like 10 things.
Yeah, it's just so basic, but then it's never go wrong. Like you can see me wear the same thing, but I go 5-star place or like a local place. It work.
Same dress. If she's going for a night out, she'll wear red earrings.
Yeah.
If she's going for something casual, she'll wear pearl earrings, tie up the hair.
Yeah.
If let's say it's somewhere, it's a night out, she wear large earrings, the hair come down.
Yeah.
That's it.
And the shoe will make different as well. Like certain place, I know like local that I just wear out the shoe, but some place you really have to, and also the shoe have to be simple. Sometimes I talk about how you look when you go to networking. Next, always come with the mindset of not greediness, because you need to know all these people really, really, really smell very fast if someone wants something from them.
Because they have been surrounded by people like that.
Exactly.
And they have so much experience at telling these people.
And you will never, ever have an opportunity to talk to them again as a moment.
If you are coming like a...
Yes. It's obvious. Next thing that I think, and this I'm talk a lot as well, that be yourself. Why I'm saying that? Because I realize that rich people or wealthy people or people who really have money but they have a good heart, or they actually just try to protect themselves from not hurt other people.
From people that are trying to do this to them.
Yeah. So if you go to deep down core value is you can be frank with them and you can talk about family stuff or kids. That's why I'm saying pay attention for what they're interested. For example, the weekend I will have a trip to Bangkok, and that's the best opportunity for networking event. Meet a bunch of business entrepreneur people, right? But then we don't talk about business in the weekend trip where we go to play golf.
Going there to relax.
Yeah, they go play golf and they play sport, right? Then pay attention for they share what the nearer and newer interests they are in. Like if one guy come to you and talk about like a shipload of money and just lost in a Bitcoin, then you know he's interested in
or
investing.
Invested in Bitcoin.
Yeah, another guy will come and you have a conversation and he talk about like he was stuck, like he want to find a girlfriend, he couldn't find, he come to the age of now he want to find. And now you know what conversation can start with him.
He's interested in having a family.
Yeah, so then it be like that, what value you can add to can help this new person to feel in a short period of time you can bond with them, right? And that's how I build relationship very fast, because I will straight away come to what this person interested, because everybody you have to know, like it's like a journey. Everybody in the different journey right now. Some of them like extremely make a lot of money, but then they stuck in something else that you made good at, that something else that you can be friend with them in that. And then if and this is another thing, I don't know why it suddenly come up so much when Denise
come up good.
You never book expectation you may do work with this person, but keep remember that when the opportunity come, it just happen.
So like keep the bridge open.
Yeah, it's like some people are like, oh, so I don't add any value to you, you don't add any value for me,
now, but you never know. 20 years later.
Yeah, exactly. So it's the openness of, first you have to be sincerely want to be friend and want to help them, you know, come with like attention. And of course the best is if you don't know anything about them, about their job, their title, their position,
it's even better,
and you treat them equally, they should be okay with you. But then as a moment, if for example sometimes I go to the event now and if people already know I'm famous or whatever, I will book a gut very high. Like the boundary will very high for me to start a conversation with someone, because you already know what I achieve for.
Yeah, got me.
But I don't know what you have. Doesn't mean I look down on you. I'm just have no time for small talk, right? And I rather use my time to be alone and do something bigger than small talk with you. I don't
meditate.
Yeah. So it's like, and all the wiser men that I meet is the same. They don't talk much, not because they don't have anything to talk about. They just want to reserve their energy to do bigger things. And they have a brain of consistent think of what is better to add to the world. They don't have time for small talk. They don't know what is a new trend in the world. You go there and talk about Blackpink, I'm sorry,
but
you fail.
But do they keep up with like new?
No, they are not.
They're not keeping up with new.
No, they are very like the conversation they have is very different with a normal conversation you have. Like, oh, do you know? And don't even start drama and gossip. Okay, that's type of thing you will turn your bridge completely gone immediately with all these guys.
I got a question. So if let's say, so you say keep the bridge open, right? Because you never know, maybe 10, 20, 30 years later, this person or you may be able to add value to each other in some way or another. But when do you decide that it's time to burn the bridge? There are times when you have to burn the bridge. So which are like the red flags that made you decide on the spot, like, okay, this person is not worth keeping the bridge open for, then
okay, so this is like same like for dating or make friend or make family, right? We will have a certain group of people that what we're interested and we're willing to meet and talk. At the same time, I don't want to use the word burn the bridge. I just say like you choose less communication and slowly it will be gone, right? Sometimes for example, you don't call your plumber every day to come to fix your piping in the house, but you build impression good enough that when your piping have a problem, you want to call this guy and you don't want to call another guy. That's what I'm explaining. So it's all about build your signature to make the person impressed about you so much when they need something about this and that, they may call you. That's it. But then I say, don't keep hope, don't sit down and wait like, okay, this guy promised that maybe he will do something in Vietnam and he will call me. It's not work that way. But when it happened, the first person, for example, he have a list of Vietnamese friends.
But when the timing is right,
yeah,
you'll be the first person that he contacts.
Exactly. So that's why I believe in 100% deliver in every party that I go in, or like any event I go, and you hang out with me, you know, like I'm not even with you, like a lot of my girlfriend ask the same, like, my God, you're so patient. How come you're so nice, so kind with everybody? You're crazy. Just enjoy the night. For me, it's like enjoy a night is when I know the whole environment. I can take care of almost enough amount of number that I know they will have a good night. So that's how my enjoyment is. Yeah, enjoyment, because I enjoy the most when I'm alone. I'm not enjoy when I'm in crowd. Yeah, so that's why when people say, oh, you should enjoy the night. No, I'm enjoy when I'm alone.
The lesser people, the more
the lesser, the lonely, the more.
The alone enjoy the most. Two people enjoy.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, maybe not so enjoy.
Yeah, and I doesn't call that. Even when starting, when I'm trained myself to be networking, right? It's like people will call that work. For me, it's like become a lifestyle training, because I go to a local store, I talk to the local person, or like I go to the like street food, like I told you the fun, like in Bangkok last few days, right? In the hotel, even I go out and I talk to the guy who hold the door for me for a while, and then I learn something very fast when I'm just there for one day. For example, the traffic is so bad, and then I'm like, why do I might go this? And then I observe, and then they take Grab bike. Then I just book Grab bike. It's like I don't have to stuck 1.5 hours in traffic. I can go in like 7 minutes. Yeah, but then if you go there and you just book attention of having fun and you don't observe.
Okay. So you can have fun and observe at the same time.
Exactly. So it's like
mutually exclusive.
Yeah. So it's like you have to really train yourself, become a lifestyle of okay, I'll come here, but I'm not going to waste my 1-2 hour on the traffic and learn nothing about that and bitchy about like why the traffic is bad, you know, find solution and then observe people around. Oh, he foreigner. Yeah, he foreigner. How come he in the bike? Actually, that's a good idea, you know.
Also on the Grab, you have a Grab bike.
Yeah, but I didn't take attention of that.
You didn't scroll down.
Yeah, and then I'm like, oh, hi, I want to exit here. Then he's like, why? I said I want to walk. I tell him that, but then when I'm exit, I book the Grab bike. It's like immediately the guy just next to me come the bike, and he drive me to the hotel like less than 7 minutes.
You see all the back ways like this, like
yes. This. But then if you go with a car, because the car in the app, the Grab show you 1.5 hour. Right, so
the bike 15 minutes.
Yeah, so it's like it's a thing like everything.
Like a helmet or there's no helmet.
They give, but I don't wear. All the foreigners I never wear.
Actually, no lah. You are used to not wearing.
I'm used to. Yeah.
She's a Vietnamese.
I'm Vietnamese, so.
She's like, I don't need. I can stand on the bike even.
That's true.
I don't need. I can drive the bike. The guy can sit behind me. It's okay.
Also, so that's the thing. Also, one thing of I think because I have an entrepreneur block inside. I love to do business. I love to collaboration with people, and I collaborate with people who are like me. So again, I tell you some event you just go, it just suck. Okay.
The moment you go in, you already know this is not going
to be a good one. Exactly.
So how do you exit politely?
Again, you don't exit, but you have to treat it at you will have a group of friends who just go for a drink.
Oh, okay.
You have a group of friends who just want to go to the beach and see bikini and sexy person. That's what they love.
Hopefully.
That's what they love, right? So when you go with them, you know like potential, because each of them, I would say this, each of them will go all that place so much that they become VIP there. And you just don't want to build that VIP again, and you just keep enough networking for you to just go with them and be there. And sometimes it happens that because with this table and the other table who the guy or the woman that you may connect, it may not as your table, but then now you have a new person. You get what I mean? And they can come say hi, and most of the time,
octopus.
Yes, and you have to come with that openness to understand and be patient, because if your face like a bitch, right, people can tell. No point, right? No point for you to like crumble in like situation like that. So
I get what you mean. I think it's about it's about keeping the mind open.
Yes.
But that is one of the things that I
Patience.
think is hardest to practice for me, especially because if I'm going out for a night out of fun, my fun is very different from hers. Her fun is that I need to take care of everybody. Everybody is taken care of, then I have fun.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm just gonna go in and have fun.
Yeah.
Organs blazing. So it's also about, for me at least, it's also about widening my perspective that I'm not just there to drink, which is to have fun or hook guys or have guys approach me or whatever it is, but to go there with an open mind that possibilities are everywhere.
Yeah.
It's just that because my mind is closed, like I'm there for fun, then the networking is like it's closed off, then I don't see the opportunity.
Yeah. But I see like even how to train yourself, still have fun and still take it as a lifestyle. Also, yeah. So that's why I say like, but also don't come with, because if you go there and you only think like, oh, I want to network it, because sometimes the whole night you may don't meet anyone. You may don't like make a new friend or anything. And this is why I learned also. I always meet a nice person or the successful networking with someone through a horrible person. Always.
Really?
Always.
Why?
Yeah, it's
Is it because the nice person is
like
help the horrible person?
Like for example, I go for the barbecue. Okay. I know Vong through the barbecue. But Vong and me hate that beach a lot. That after we
why you bonded?
After we go for second barbecue, because that's how we meet, two barbecue. Me and Vong meet two, that's another Vietnamese. And then Vong was just like, why can you survive with this kind of woman? Like, she's just so horrible. I don't want to call with her anymore. I don't want to talk with her. I don't want to hang out with her anymore.
So how did you
and we started
the other woman?
So I know that woman in Vietnam. So she know that woman because they go church together or something.
So before she went for the barbecue, you didn't know that she was so horrible.
Yeah, it's like you only meet the person one time or drink. Hey, come Singapore next month. Okay, me and my husband moved there. So I said, cool. Nice. Yeah, when I come there, let's do Vietnamese barbecue for example. Nice. And then I tell her, okay, text me if I do, and then I'll come over. Then Vong also same, right? So she may say that.
Then it turns out that she's a horrible person.
Exactly. So it's like take advantage from other people. So again, even with my ex-husband, I'll tell you that again, this friend that I know, she is always want to bring me out with her because she don't get much attention from guy. But I always have a lot of guys buy me drink or come talk to me, and she want to use me as a girlfriend. Like easier to go with a girlfriend. When you go with girlfriend, you get more attention to men, and then you have more opportunity because now men start talking on the table, and you may get attention, right? But she just loves sex, so she just love fuck around, but I don't, right? So it's like that's when I was young, like 18 something. So I know it's my ex. I know my ex through her because she want to bring me because she want to have sex with my ex friend. Okay. And because the guy cannot go with her alone, say, oh, you bring your friend and I bring my friend.
I get what you mean, yeah.
So you see, so you
things a lot less awkward.
Yeah, so it's like you just meet, and then another time I meet someone is
that means that friend who likes sex is a nice person.
She's not a nice person. She's still like a bitch, right? She just want to fuck.
No, as a friend.
As a friend, she okay with me.
She's a nice person. I mean the sex society.
I don't know. She has sex with people. I don't know. Right?
But as a friend, she's a nice person.
As a friend, she still use me as a friend. Hey, let's go with me. You know, when we're young, we have a person. And when I was young, I was way nicer. You know me. Now I don't keep up with people bullshit. You ask me to go out. I say, what do you want? You want me to pay for drink? You want me to be there so you don't feel lonely? What are you looking for? And now my group of friends
is getting smaller. I'm looking for a good
time. and when I was younger, I was way more. I'm too generous. Like I'm help everybody, and now I'm still help everybody.
Like even sometimes when something is telling you no,
yeah,
it's okay.
Yeah, that's
okay.
that.
Let's be nice.
Let's support friend. You know. And then when you're young, you cannot recognize what kind of friend is a good friend and all that, right?
Friend. So a lot of my previous friends are bullshit.
Yeah. So anyway, that's how I realize like you always meet someone, and then you meet someone through them. It's so nice, and then you have something going on, right? You know, like it's a funny thing, but it's happened for me all the time. So that's why I always look at life very a lifestyle of like, okay, I meet new people, networking. Like another day, I remember I go with this guy, and he would lie to me.
Like he lied to you.
He lies to me that he's single, but actually he married.
Oh dear.
Because we were hit up in the bar, right? And not really a bar, the pub. Like we sit and we talk and we drink. So we say hi and bye. I say, hey, let's meet up the next day. I will be here with my boss again, and you can come over if you want. And I say, okay, cool. I'll see you tomorrow. So if you think the guy's single, you don't mind, right?
Yeah.
And like, of course, I give you a chance.
I mean, you're single. He's single. Why not?
Why not? You know.
See where this goes.
And then the next day I come.
He's married suddenly.
His boss accidentally slip out.
That he's married.
Yeah, and I can send it. And I like, I told you to stay single. And you're like, oh, I didn't tell you. Me and my wife not did this when the boss go pee in toilet or something. And then when the boss come back, and the boss was super nice. The boss was super nice. He was so wise. He's a wise man. He's a wise old man that you can really have a conversation with a guy. Like you can really can see how much this guy been achieved, that they were just so calm and the conversation was different. And he would just didn't know, he was naive because he really think we are friends. Because I always keep I think this is what I'm good at. I keep the boundary with the man that people feel we are friends.
Oh, okay.
They will never can feel the sexual or like the desire of I want to chase this man. Like, and this is what for lady. You kind of need to keep the classy way of you who you are, and don't make people feel like this girl is just going
here for sex.
Yeah, all right. And it's tough. It's tough. Trust me. So the best is just have some.
There's a thin line between sexy and slutty.
Yeah, maybe do something at home yourself before you go out. That's me. I always do something before I'm going out with guy to make sure the whole night I don't feel uncomfortable. You know.
My face is like that because I just remember the last time you went out after Spice and Ice. Did you do something to yourself in the past?
No. Didn't. But I'm saying if I go for a date.
Okay.
It's like if I have plans tonight.
But you already know you're gonna meet a guy.
Yes.
So you're like, okay, let me take care of business first.
Yes. And then I go.
I will be okay.
Because I don't want.
My face was I was like 3 seconds in the bathroom.
No. Wait, you realize when I go with girlfriend, I will never think of skip the party and go alone with guy one. That's me. I always take care of my girlfriend.
Yeah.
I make sure all my girlfriend is okay, good, stable, and then
not drunk, not falling on
not
the
drunk,
floor,
not falling,
not being
pay
raped.
the bill, nobody rape, nobody tear clothes.
Unless they want to.
Yes, unless they want to, then that's a signal you should leave.
Yes.
Other than that, I will never have. But when I go with like a date, there's a difference. So I think that is my personal character that I love to take care of people and responsibility for almost everybody.
I think your life is a little bit like that. It's very compartmentalized. Yeah. It's a little bit like her wardrobe also. Her wardrobe, I've seen it before. She has party dresses that is meant to make her feel very womanly, right?
Yeah.
Then she has business clothes that is very businessy. Everything is covered, but very elegant and classy. But her party clothes is like it's coming out. But if it's business, it's going in.
Yeah.
So I think this is how you do your life, right?
Yes.
Everything is like a segment.
Yeah. And you have to know where you dress like if I go with girlfriend, I will dress super sexy because I feel like I'm not going tonight to find a guy. So I will completely not going to dress be a good girl or sweet type, you know. I will wear what I'm comfortable and I want to dress good with my lady, you know. But then if I go for guy, I know I don't want him the whole night conversation is look at my boobs, you know. So my attention of if I go and tonight I have a date with a guy, I definitely will wear classy enough for you to see the curve. But I'm not going to show too much.
So everything is coming up.
Yeah, you get what I mean? You have to wear
attention here, please.
I still remember one my ex, almost all my ex-boyfriend always say this. I say, you know, the way of your dress is very annoying because you want to break her. Can see? Yeah, that's what he say. He say
can see.
It's at the moment you walk because some of dress when you cut high, right? It's when the way you walk at the moment, so the way you really sexy. But then when you sit down or when you certain position, you're Like the guy can see through something, but they cannot see that. Like that kind of dress is the best.
In English, we call it can see and cannot see.
Yeah.
Can see but cannot see.
Yeah, can see but cannot see. Like can see but cannot touch. Like this is some
not
kind
even,
of.
It's really can see but cannot see. It's like can I see or can I not see what's going on? Yeah. But guys love it.
Yeah, guys love it. So that is the most turn on for. Don't too over.
Like, if you show everything, then there is nothing left for the guy to want to see.
Yeah. But trust me, when I go with my lady,
yeah, I was shocked when she came out of the room. I was like, what is all these things coming on the top here?
Nice one.
Then I was telling her, I forget. I was thinking in my head, right? I forget it lah. These are spent on. You need to show them off.
Yeah.
Right. Since they are
well. Come on, I will grow old one day. I cannot dress like that anymore.
That's what I tell my girlfriends also.
Yeah.
Like, you need to enjoy it while you can. You think this face is going to be forever?
Exactly. You know, even like
years is no more.
Like even like when people ask me, wow, why you keep red hair and all that, I'm like, I'm aware. I think this is the last time I keep red hair. You know, I will come back to dark red and then maybe brown and I'll become more boring.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. So I was slowly, because but I'm aware, like I have a moment of life that I realize I have to live as a moment that I'm enjoying without people judge.
If you don't do it now, when are you going to do it?
Yeah. And this is actually a funny story somewhere. I don't know.
But hang on before. I need to. Maybe you should do a session where Anne takes me shopping for classy clothes.
Okay.
Because my clothes are
a little bit like younger for me.
Yes,
yeah.
correct.
And I would, if I meet you in the if I don't know Denise personally, and if I meet her outside at normal, I will may think like she's a little bit young, right? And she will a little bit like which is her character, like doesn't.
No, you can say.
Doesn't care much. She just enjoy her life, right? But then like
doesn't care much in what sense?
Like I think care much is you don't care what people think of you. You just enjoy life.
Mm-hmm.
You're just not into like serious.
But I realized that I do give people the feeling that I'm a bimbo.
What bimbo mean?
Bimbo meaning a woman that is only concerned with how she looks, but not much brain.
It's not true lah. I'm when the first time I meet you. The first time I meet you is you on the stage.
Yeah, but
right?
It's different, you see. Like if let's say you meet me on the streets, it may be different.
But people see me on the street also different. What? Did I tell you I just get stopped in airport because they think I bring truck to Singapore just because I wear red hair. People judge you all the time. I'm serious.
I know.
Come back from Thailand and then they pull me in and they check me all up and down. I'm very sure the policeman do that. I mean, the guy who checked me there. It's just because my hair red color. Do I sad about him? I don't. Okay.
It's okay.
And because I'm sexy, like hell, you Thai or Vietnamese, come here, you know. And of course your passport. I'm getting used to it, you know. People judge all the time.
It's okay.
Kind of like even you say you PR and you're here for 10 years, they hear your English is like so Singaporean. They still have to do their due diligence.
Because they already stopped you, they cannot just let you go also. They need to check and then after they let you go.
Yeah, but the way of the check is completely very detailed one. Like got dog, got machine, everything. So I'm saying if me in the past, right, I was so insecure about my look, I would start keep black hair, conservative and so on. But I'm not. I was so chill and calm at the whole session. They ask me any question, I just answer. I say, why you go Bangkok? So I say,
this is also why Singapore is safe.
Yeah, but I'm not sharing in a way of complaining.
She's not complaining.
I'm just saying like my look did bring me a lot of trouble all the time.
But you chose this, therefore she is prepared.
Yep.
Because you know that when you dress a certain way, you know that when you move a certain way, you talk a certain way, people has an impression of you.
Yes.
They form in a split second. And okay, but there's something that I always struggle with. Because I like loud things. Y'all can see my ring here.
Yeah. Definitely I cannot bring her to networking.
Yeah, but if not okay, I won't wear something like this. But I like loud things. I like loud things. So it's also something that I've always struggled with since young. Like how do I be loud and still not make other people uncomfortable?
You should don't care why do you scared of make other people feel uncomfortable?
Okay, let me rephrase it. Because it has come to a point in life, right, where I feel like I need to revamp how I look also. Not because my outside look, like you say, it looks younger. So it has not caught up with what's inside here. And there are a lot of times,
inside she was way more mature than how she dressed.
and I realized that a lot of the times I recently, it used to bother me a lot, but now it doesn't bother me so much. It came to a point where, you talk and you're, for example, you're in a meeting, there are like maybe 3-4 people, and then you're talking about serious topic. And then when I try to talk, you can feel that people just talk over you. Not that, and they are doing unaware. You get what I mean? They are doing unconsciously, which means that they have an unconscious impression of me.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? So it has come to a point where I've decided that I would like to do something about it.
It's a
because I feel like I also have something to contribute, but in the end I'm just like, it's also teaching me patience.
Yeah.
Listen more than talk, because I talk too much. I need to listen more. That's what my mom always said.
It's the listen more, not only listen more, but we have to analyze a lot of things and
listen
think
and
a
learn.
lot. Yeah, trust me, extremely burning your brain. It's not
just like this.
Yeah, pleasure kind of. But then, one of the things like I learned, I think this part I didn't share with Denise before. The day I will share with you guys. I think because we are very different personality in terms of female, right? She will be more she more alpha compared with me. Alpha here is not mean like you noisy, like loud, but you still have your feminine side. But alpha is the people that need people around them to, like you say, you need attention from people. So I'm a Sigma woman. Sigma woman is like, you don't need approval from others, you just be you. The world cannot take you, it's their problem, not you, right? So, and that's why I respect the leadership between Alpha woman and Sigma woman. If you really learn about that, and you will realize that Sigma woman don't seek for power. They always have a lot of power because they can capable to do a lot of things, and they tend to be responsibility come to them, and they just say yes, they have to, but then they doesn't looking for that, right? But with Alpha woman, they need crowd, they need approval from a lot of people, and they need to be loud. They want to be heard, and when people around them cheers them up, they feel more powerful. That's just how we born, like and that's a very hard. When I was young, when I don't have knowledge, I don't understand this much, but now I understand why I'm so different with other people. So people like me sometimes make the world feel like, oh my god, you're just so arrogant, or like so hard to close. And I told you, this month it's already fifth guy or fifth person I meet tell me like, I don't know, I walk past you, your face show me that you're so arrogant. I'm just not arrogant, I'm just thinking a lot.
And it's not even the end of the month yet.
Yes, yeah, I'm not and but when with Denise, right, she will give people the impression like, hey, look at me. And then she will give people a lot of fun, she will give people a lot of comment, like energy, the warmth, the cheer up the room. She was good with that. I'm not good with that.
But I need to learn. Okay, I'm still practicing. I'm not need to learn. I have learned it already, but I'm still practicing. Because like you say, it's nature.
Yes.
Right. So I'm still practicing being okay. If somebody doesn't hear me, I'm like, it comes out like, hey, how come nobody's listening to me? Then after I'm like, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Just continue lah. Then I just listen and learn.
Yeah.
So it's about practice also. But it does hurt. Yeah, that was why when I was younger, I stopped talking because I talked and nobody hear. So at the end I was hurt, and when I was younger I was hurt, and I didn't know how to process that. I didn't know how to, because younger you were taught to just shut up, right? You know what I mean? Like you don't talk so much lah. You don't talk so much. And then I learned that, so I was like, every time I talk I get scolded, so I was hurt. So then after that, that's why I stopped speaking when I was young. But then now
I think like speak up is okay, but then sometimes how do we going to speak up with the conversation we feel like quality, which is very tough.
Like adding value. Right?
Yeah. But then also, this is like I will tell you guys, it's because
sometimes I feel like, is it because because then it makes me question myself.
You feel like work all the time, right?
No, I question myself. Like, is it because people's impression of me is that I have nothing of value to add to this conversation. That is why unconsciously they're shutting me out. And it's very interesting. You see in a group setting, right? When they're talking about serious things, right? When I talk, it's not that they purposely ignore you. They don't like, hey, know. It's just suddenly just like, it's like it doesn't register. You get what I mean? That means that there's an impression of me that they have that is filtering out. You know what I'm trying to say? So sometimes it makes me wonder, is that how people perceive me? And but then when they talk about fun stuff, then immediately people will start listening to me. So that is the impression they have. You get what I mean? It's a sign of the impression they have of me now. So sometimes I get very sad. Like, is it because I have nothing of value to add to the conversation? That I feel like
it's
because Sagittarius we need affirmation from the crowds.
Yeah.
But then again, like I said, I'm practicing that it's okay. I affirm myself. It's okay.
And
this smart girl.
In this like scenario, right? I would say like why I'm saying it's the art, because I will never tell you every time I go out and meet new people with success become a networking or whatever. You get what I mean, right? Sometimes you meet people and like you just have to take life lightly, and I think also because the circle of people that you meet is always the same. I'm very risky in terms of meeting new people. Like sometimes people like can just this weekend trip can just go. Like a bunch of people I don't know and I just go. Right? I don't analyze so much that kidnap me in Bangkok or something will happen. I'm not going to do that. Right?
I wouldn't analyze also.
But then what kind of goal you will aim for? Like, first I will have fun myself. I will learn something new, and definitely if in a way that I meet a cute new friend here, Colombia, and stay in Vietnam, and we will have a great time and chit chat for 2 days. So that's how.
Then she can speak Vietnamese.
No, she speaks English, but like she lives in Vietnam, so we have something in common to talk.
That means the culture she knows.
Yeah, so it's like I say, like you just need to meet one solid person, the one event or one
trip. What she's saying is out of 10, it's already very good and lucky.
Yeah, you get one. Yeah. and the other 10 sometimes you
the average is like 20 out 1 out.
You 20. and Denise would think like that's what she said she learned, like she would think like everybody would love to talk to me, but not true. It's a lot of people don't like me in the conversation, or sometimes only old people love. Okay, young people they don't. I go to like beach party or like yacht party or whatever. You will realize
party,
like yacht party. So it's like
yacht party. What is yacht party? You go to
everybody will start want to selfie post, especially younger. They would don't like to talk to the girl like me. The girl like me is too boring. So it's like they would more prefer the person like Denise,
Yeah,
so,
I know.
So how do I deal with a situation like that? I just don't bother. I just look at the sea, look at the beach, and I look at the people that in the area that I may can have and sometimes you have 0 people inside there that you can have a conversation. Then I go talk to the chef. I go talk to the waitress.
So it's important that that's why it's important that she is okay to be alone by herself.
Yes.
Because she can talk to herself also.
Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, I'm really. Like if I go to the party and everybody know each other, I know none of them, I still can enjoy myself by look at the sky, look at the tree, look at the food, have a good food, enjoy how they design. Like I say, and observe people to learn how they dress, how they carry themselves, how they carry the conversation, down the hand texture, everything can learn. Every moment, every second you go there. If you want to turn it to disaster of complaining, yawning like, why I'm here, I'm wasting my time today, I didn't meet any new person, then also can be a disaster by choice.
You go for myself.
But then if you go all this event and even you meet 0 people that you know going to be anything add to your life, but one thing for sure, that this event you will learn something from by observing everybody. I love that when I'm sit back and relax and observe people, I learn so much.
People watching.
I just learned so much from how some lady try desperately carry themselves to get attention from men, but all the men is just interested in
the
business.
LV here.
Yeah, and then you see some
LV.
the guy on the circle is just they are talking about business, and she would just try to like, oh, which guy can get date, you know, like you just read the room.
But the guys
so,
are not
so
interested in that. They're talking about business. They're serious.
But this again, then it come back from experience. The girl had to be smart enough to realize, okay, step back, you know, that man
now
talk
is
right
not
now.
my time.
Yeah, and if you still enjoy the guy conversation if you want to do business like me. Maybe your attention go to all this networking because you want to find a rich husband, then it's different some more. So it's like, oh my god,
just have a drink.
I feel like I should open class about the art of going on this, man. It's the collection of so many years of my life.
I have a new goal for myself. Because I work at a bar.
Yeah.
So there will be lots of chances to observe people, and I have not been using them well.
Yeah.
So I will now reopen my mind and use them better.
Yeah. See what they wear, see how they talk.
They say the things that they say.
Yes. Read under the line. And
between the lines.
Between the line and go with there. Don't go with like haha.
The obvious.
Also not too deep because they don't want to feel tired.
I mean, yeah, at a bar after a hard day, so nobody is interested.
Yeah. So yeah, but then you were surprised that if you can go to the deep conversation, sometimes you will meet very interesting people.
Oh, the bar all has interesting people, and they're all quite high level, but they don't talk about themselves.
Yes.
It just occasionally comes up, and then you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Then how I know it's because when they do payment, right? I think their card has a weight. But obviously I cannot make it obvious. Like, oh no, they're just like, oh. Then I'm like,
the most people like I meet that have money and they have like I have.
And they're all very humble.
The funny thing, I go with I go date with another guy last week, right? And we will go somewhere, and he said, "Here's some cash. I happen to have like $2. Someday I want to buy something from 7-Eleven." And I look at him, I say, "I'm living in Singapore. I don't bring cash."
Just no need.
That's how I'm answer, right? And no, but the place is you need cash.
Oh, okay.
And then he will look at me like, "You don't have cash? You must be rich, girl." Then I say, "I'm not rich, but I'm only bringing the small pouch."
Good.
Because we're lazy, right?
It's convenient.
And for me, it's like, I'm not going to save few cents to just go to the place and buy the bottled water cheaper, but payment cash. I don't mind to pay the bottled water $10 and sit in a lounge.
Use my phone and
yeah, and I'm sorry, that's what people say. I'm so arrogant. I just don't want waste time to do things
just for that few cents.
Yeah, just
if it's a few $100, you'll consider.
Yeah, it's like no, even few $100, I will pay. I will pay to just give me a peace of mind and convenience. For example, you go travel is one of example. You can go to the whole bunch of Bangkok and buy a bunch of things like local cheap, but you're not going to do that. You just go to cold storage next door, buy some snack and bring back.
Whatever's that's closest.
Yeah.
If the closest to her is the cheap supermarket, you go cheap supermarket.
Yeah.
Closest to her expensive store, she goes expensive supermarket.
Exactly. My time is so expensive that I don't.
It has to be worth more than your time per minute.
Yeah.
Let's say per minute her time is worth $1,000. That minute she must save $2,000.
Yeah.
Then it's worth it.
Yeah. I'll tell you one of struggling I have in Singapore, like cut hair forever, right? Because my daughter always want to cut hair, very weird timing and last minute. So we'll go to the Korean shop. Yeah,
last minute.
Yeah, last minute. Like the
kind of the last minute.
Kind of you tell her for a whole month you want to cut her hair a little bit, and she will no. And then suddenly she out of school, she said, "Mommy, I'm ready. Let's go cut hair." And I was like,
now.
And because I don't have cash. And this shop, they only take like exactly $10 or $12. So they have to be exactly $10 and $2 to book in the machine, right? And that's for me is so annoying. Like, in Singapore, you should update yourself. But then, the end, now I of course, I solved the problem by go other shop, and cut hair in Singapore, you need to book in advance and all that. It's so troublesome. You want to walk in like that, you have to still use that kind of shop. But then, I come back, I don't feel the timing that I have to go draw $50, go to the shop, buy something, and now most of the shop is cashless. You bring $50 in, they also say I don't have cash. You got pay now.
I don't have change for you.
They don't have change for you, and then you have to go from this shop to another shop to another shop, buy a bunch of things that your house already have, repeatedly buy, just to have exactly $10 and $2 for the machine, which is, and that's why I'm saying, like, again, I come back. It's a practical thing. It's like it don't make sense anymore when And when the guy asked me that kind of question, I feel like it's nothing to do with rich. It's just convenient. I'm not carrying cash because first of all, I'm girl. I walk around already a bunch of things on my body. The lesser I carry, the more relaxed I am. It doesn't feel like I want to carry so many stuff. Okay, I already a mom. I carry a bunch of things when I go out with my daughter, and I don't have a need
mountain of
things for my princess. I don't want to carry more things for myself. Become a dapper woman.
Herself is like, if I can put everything on my phone, I just carry my phone.
Yes, exactly. And you know me, right? I go out with a small pouch in front of me. That's it.
Just key, phone, and maybe a card or two.
That's it. Life is so amazing.
And then put slippers on. Piap.
Interesting that today we talk about networking, and just realized how much haven't really used this. I know. I mean, I never share all this because nobody interested, and I never thought it's special.
Actually,
it's a part of.
This topic was requested by one of our team members.
Oh, really? Okay.
So actually, it's interesting. Okay, let us know in the comments below. I think maybe I will make a special request of Anne if there is some amateur networking event that she can bring me to. That I will not. Then she can dress me up. Then maybe we will do a social experiment.
Yeah,
interesting.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe
you say go to the certain place I go, right? I book my different friend and different group to go because I know they will bored there and I don't want them to feel bored, right?
I want to learn.
Yeah, and
I need to learn.
And I'm the person that very cautious when I bring people with me because when I go with friend, you know me, I very take care of my people.
Yeah.
So if I bring anybody, the peace of mind that I have is like, how was my friend? Are they okay? And on that. So that's why I would like, if I go with friend for fun, it's just for fun. If I go for work for serious talk or business or networking, I know that I want to go there with the people who like, you get that right, you don't need me, okay, fine, cool, like, you need to go with work because some that event can be super boring.
Yeah.
If you're not interested in business and money and the topic that they're talking about the world, and then you cannot pretend because at the moment they talk something that's so big, you start black out in your eyes already.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And then your whole day, your whole night there will be not enjoying anymore, will be boring, and then after that, so it's take years of me to practice to feel okay to not knowing a lot of things and feel okay to be okay in that situation, that accepted that I don't know as much as I think. And when starting I feel like
but
say hi.
Those kind of situations are nice also because then you get to learn a lot of things because you talk about such.
Yeah, but it takes me years to practice that because sometimes you'll be with this kind of powerful people, right? You may feel small, and then now I doesn't care anymore. Like when they say something that I don't know, I'm saying, oh, I didn't know about that era, but I would love to hear more and maybe you'll expand on. And people will still share about themselves. They love to talk about themselves anyway.
Everyone loves to talk.
Yeah.
But I love learning, and I think that my brain has been stagnant for a while, so it's time.
You are, like you say, you're in the area that you actually already can.
Correct.
Yeah, and you can just be like, hey, well, when the next time an event or something, I'll bring my friend over. That's also how you started, like because all these people they will want to have friend who come over, especially female, so they feel like the place not too dry,
Yeah.
But then you also have you have to be a woman that they feel like they want to bring you around.
They also, you have to be a woman that they feel like it's not going to lose their face.
Yeah.
If you put it in very, very harsh terms.
They don't want to bring another person come that make.
It's just like a toy on their hand.
Yeah.
Or talk nonsense that they cannot trust that. Okay, this is another thing that people have a misconception I realize about because I talk very loud and because when I'm in the certain situations for fun, I will say inappropriate things just to make people laugh, right?
Yeah.
So when people meet me in this kind of situations, right, they don't understand that when it comes to a different situation, then I will behave differently. But that one I don't blame them also lah, because well, nobody knows everything, right?
Yeah.
So it's okay. So I had a recent experience where I had a private conversation with two other people who usually see me in like fun situations. And they were like, hey, I didn't. Then the conversation turned, like you say, it turned deeper because we could connect, and then it went on. And then I was like, oh, you can feel the, like you say, when the light in their eyes go on, like, so this woman knows, and it's not like just like
Yeah.
which is fun. That was fun. So, well, like I said, I really go for myself.
Okay, I will support your
To
goal
learn to
anyway, so
observe.
don't worry.
But thanks for teaching me today. I learned a lot there.
Oh, really?
And do you know that?
Didn't know that my sharing is learning. No, it's just normal for me.
No,
So
but that's what happens. You see, whatever is normal for you is not normal. So
Yeah.
whatever is normal for me is not normal for other people.
Yeah. It's just my daily stuff. But of course, people always ask me, why you're so kind with everyone? Why? For me, it's like, why not? Why you have to put other people lower than you or above you? Like, just be kind with everyone.
I'm kind.
Right? Yeah. As long as you do it for yourself, it's the world needed. That's the way. Then you contribute. That's the way. Yeah. But I will never. The most people that down on earth I meet, they're the most dressed down ever. But when they open their mouth, the wisdom is come up.
But usually it's like that. I realize the richer, the truly rich people, they do not feel a need to show.
Yeah. You guys will learn so much when you hang around with people who like super mature. Like for me, I think that's my fortunate, and I'm thankful for that, because I really can see how fast I can learn by just sit with all these people and have a conversation with them. So it does help. So like just on the things that like, do you have learned on this? I think it's just by observe the room, observe people. Observe here is not like
just see only.
Like spy people or something. Observe is like learn every moment they do, even how they use a knife, how they eat, how they take water, how they take the towel to clean their mouth when halfway of the food, where the conversation pause. Of course, you still listen to the conversation, but you still learn all these small things, because all these make a difference. It's make a lot of difference. Like I cannot stop tell you guys how much
how important it is.
How many times a guy that I date was so surprised that I come from a village countryside, and because we don't have that kind of conversation, we go nice way, and I'm look like a gorgeous woman that know a lot of things, and then they were like, oh my god, I can't believe how far you go, So it takes years for me. Like even the perfume you use, the person who like really know all this, they can smell you and like, oh, you use expensive perfume. How do you know this brand? Because for you to know certain brand, you have to educate yourself that this brand, for example, the perfume I use in Singapore only have 2 shops, and it's super expensive.
Is it start with J?
Yeah, it's like no, it's start with H. Then it's like, and you have to travel to these 2 shops to buy, or you go to UK to buy, right? So, and don't talk about like all the branded brand that because the smell would be too normal. This is so unique that in whole Singapore, only few people will know these 2 shops to buy. So it's like
later I will ask her separately. Nobody else can know.
I will show her later anyway. So I know she will ask that.
Yeah,
but you have to
I'm
like
very
into
curious.
that.
Yeah, you. I think it's not just about that, but you like the smell.
Yes.
When you have to pick, you yourself must like.
Yes, and also you have to pick the scent. Like you guys always say like, why rich people smell so good, right? Because of all this shit. Like they really invest in quality stuff, and they speak with people like based on what the other person. And I'm talking about here is like rich and wealthy with taste mean. It means like carry class. It mean they can wear very basic and simple, but you walk past them or you hug them, you can smell the perfume they use. Like
you can smell the money coming up.
Yeah, and this person have educate themselves to get the perfume for themselves. It's not just anything spray on your body. Yeah. So that's kind of a thing. A lot of things have to learn too. Vanity. Wow, I didn't know. I learned so many things for many years.
Vanity is also an education.
It is everything. Okay. Even what food you're going to pick on the menu, you
to
know
look
that.
Good, it's an art.
How do you go for the party outdoor? What dress you wear? What dress
is it
indoor?
Daytime or is it nighttime?
Is it in the beach barbecue party or is it in a house party? Is it have kids? Is that the party will have dog and animal? Or the party will be in a hot sun the rainy day,
hot
in the
sun,
sport club.
Hot sun, if you have a body like Maroon 5, you can just take off the shirt. It's okay. Nobody will be like, no, don't take off the shirt.
I think I make people overwhelmed and they may stop. They feel like, I don't want the networking anymore. I say, yeah, I know.
No, but
it's the art. I always love to call that the art because it's really an art for me.
I hear it sounds very fun. It's like, I feel like it's a dance.
Yes.
But it's a dance, right? It's like
yes.
I do this, you do that, then I see how I respond, then I do accordingly.
Yeah. Because you see all these people, right? Like, I will ask people this reverse psychology question. What do you have that they should book attention on you, correct. Right? And I tell people, I say, look, they have everything they can ask for. The only thing that they're looking for is sincerity. Down enough people, give them a good conversation or be friend with them. That's it. And if you can give them these three, I believe is you can make friends with anyone, not even in networking, right? Because it's the rest doesn't matter. Doesn't matter that you rich or poor, you need friends, right? Mm-hmm. And are you that kind of friend that people want to be around, right? Like, and for you to be a friend that everybody wants to be around you, you must be so steady and happy, enjoying, fulfilling. You don't want to go out with somebody draining your energy. I have that experience before, and it doesn't pleasure at all. You know, you don't want to go out with people who like yawning, complaining all day, gossip, drama, talk bad out of people.
Toxic all the time.
Yeah, so it's a lot of things you have to working on yourself, and then before you throw yourself, and then don't take it personal. Everybody is different. Everybody outside there.
Don't take it personal.
Yep. A lot of people take too personal. Don't take it personal.
I'm not that important. Yeah. Nobody's like
nobody cares.
No one is watching you all the time. Yeah. It's a lie.
Yeah. Yeah. You doesn't. That's important. That's what I'm saying. Like I joke with people. I say, do you remember a few hundred years ago with this army guy who like conquered the world and ran around and fight? Do you even know his name? And like nobody knows. I say exactly. If people who can make history for the world, change the country, make the land bigger, you don't even know who the heck are you? You know that's important, man.
You know Blackpink.
Yeah, and I think that's why I love Uncle Lee as well, because he was just so down on earth, right? He's so aware. After 200 years, nobody know who he is anymore. Like, the young generation, you ask my daughter, do you know who Uncle Lee? Do you think my daughter will know? The family have to be educated. Yes, the school have to be educated. The society. But she born when the uncle already passed away. She don't have experience with him.
The legacy will fade with time. No matter how much your legacy was.
And that's why when I doing what I'm doing on this, right, I just speak the truth with honesty from me, and it doesn't carry weight on that, like based on carry weight is I'm responsibility for what I'm saying, yes, but I'm not carry weight like I will impact so many people. I will change so much life.
If I don't impact so many people, I'm gonna die.
No, I don't.
Sad, I'm hurt.
I know. But I agree. I think everybody should responsibility for a society a little bit by share and honest to yourself for who you are, and don't sugarcoat stuff that is not.
Tell the truth with compassion.
Yeah, that's it. That's it for today. It will go very well for today, guys.
Today was great. I thank you very much for sharing. Do you know today Wen Kai asked me like what is the topic? I say you're talking about networking. Because I told him about how you can turn even like when we go out at night in the bar, in the networking opportunity. He was like, oh, I want to watch today's episode. I don't know whether he's here.
That's what I'm saying. Like I didn't feel something I have a special, but then now they say like, oh, I learned so much.
It's
like,
the same.
Really, I feel like it's normal, nothing special.
It's the same. Like you say, I hosting is good. I also think it's nothing special because it came to me easily.
Yeah. Okay.
It's only afterwards now I highlight the specialty again.
I see. Now I know something I have that's special. Thank you.
That you learned over many years.
Yeah, I learned many years.
Alright guys, so we will see you guys next week. Remember to like, share, subscribe on all our social media channels.
Yeah.
And next week we will likely do something more fun. Mm-hmm. Either the Kama Sutra or maybe the MBTI personality test.
Yeah.
I think all of you all know of the MBTI. The youngsters all know. I mix around with a very young crowd, I think that's right. Oh, your mouse is not working.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Yes, like, share, and subscribe on all our social media channels. She is
Amanda Spice.
And I'm Denise the Nice. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Good night.
Good night. And broadcast.